Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. Thank you so much for all of your time, your effort, and everything that you give. With that said, if you would like to be a part of the new community that I am launching, spaces are very limited and I will only be running it once every 3 months. So if you want to find all of the details about that, it's called Tribal Tuesday. You can check that out in the description box below. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can book also on the web address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you, Taurus, on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. What are you removing? What are you releasing? What is it that you are letting go of or phasing out of your lifescape this week? And this week you get the Two of Swords, right? So this whole thing where you second guess yourself, this whole thing where you sometimes go with something and then you think, oh no, maybe not. And then you go for it and then you think, oh no, maybe not. There is a lot of change taking place in your lifescape in general at the moment, as we know, because everybody knows, and we're going to hear it for the next 7 years, Uranus is in Taurus, right? And because it's a new energy that you're assimilating yourself to, that's going to take you the course of those 7 years to really get comfortable with it. This whole thing with the Two of Swords is what you're letting go of. This is about you letting go of this idea that you don't have the intuition to make the right choices. This is about you letting go of that idea that you need to second guess yourself or the decisions that you make. And this is also you letting go of the idea that you don't have enough knowledge in your mind, in your spirit, in your intuition to make very good decisions and choices. And for a select few of you out there, I know this one is specifically for a very few people, so I'm going to say this probably won't appeal to all of you, but there are a few people that I feel this. Your judgment of character is very good. There's nothing wrong with your judgment of character, so don't doubt yourself in that respect. If that's you, that message is for you specifically. So what are you working on now? What is at the heart or at the meat of the matter, as it says? This week you get the Ace of Swords, right? So lots of swords energy here, right? So first things first, the Ace of Swords is about a new beginning for sure. It brings you something new. It can, for some of you, this will be about a conversation. It will be about an interaction that you have with somebody. It can be an interview as well. It's always something where words and communication are exchanged, but it brings you not only a new outlook because it's touching that Two of Swords, but it will also, it'll also bring you a brand new beginning. Now, what I find really intriguing about this is the Ace of Swords is one, the Two of Swords there, that's the Three of Swords. You will be letting go of something this week, right? No, the Three of Swords hasn't shown up, but the Three of Swords represents separation. So when we look at this now and you're combining the cards, although there's going to be a new beginning this week, you will have to let something go, and it feels like it's a time constraint. I'm hearing the word time constraint. So where it is that you've told yourself, yeah, you know, I've got all the time in the world to do that, the chances are you may not, right? So there's going to be something this week where you say to yourself, if not the world at large, something's going to have to give. It doesn't feel like it's negative. It just feels actually like you're being more astute about prioritizing your time and where it is that you put your effort and your energy. And yeah. So your key to the week, you get the Moon card, right? So this sees you glancing back over something. This is going to be a week where you go back over old ideas. This is going to be the week where some of you resurrect old ideas, but this is about making them new. The Moon card is cyclic, right? It sees us going through all of the phases. We go through our ups, we go through our downs, we go through our, waxing phase where we're growing, we go through our waning phase when we're growing smaller or maybe withdrawing from the world a bit more. And the key to the week in the moon card is basically saying you are a cyclic being, but you are also a psychic being. We all are. All human beings are psychic to some level. You know, not everybody can run 100 meters in 10 seconds. Some people it would take them 10 minutes. For me, I'm sure it would probably take me an hour. Right? We all have varying strengths at all of the different attributes that are human phenomena. So what you're being reminded is to trust your instincts, to know what it is to put aside, and ultimately what it is to when it is that you are supposed to move on something. You know, this moon card is basically saying trust your instincts this week. You can do so, and ultimately you'll be going the right way. So with that said, if you would like to, let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you very soon.